The Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden are now at an all-time high after 3 sailors of a Barbados-flagged merchant vessel were killed in a fresh missile attack by the Houthi militant group. Now, this is for the first time deaths have been reported in attack on cargo ships that have been going on for the past few months. The escalating attacks in the region are not just threatening the ships, but also major shipping routes in the region, threatening not just these companies that are operating these ships, but overall economies of the global south.
The campaign of attacks by Yemen's Houthis on commercial ships in the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden has claimed its first casualties. A missile strike on a Barbados-flagged dry bulk carrier in the Gulf of Aden killed 3 seafarers and injured 4 others. The Indian Navy launched a rescue operation after the strike. Indian naval ship Kolkata, deployed for maritime security operations, arrived on the scene and rescued 21 crew members, including 1 Indian national, from a life raft using its integral helicopter and boats. The Houthis, who control Yemen's capital and most populous areas, have targeted international shipping in the Red Sea in what they say is in solidarity with Palestinians against Israel, drawing US and British retaliatory strikes since last month.
The naval forces of the Yemeni armed forces carried out a targeting operation against the American ship True Confidence in the Gulf of Aden with a number of naval missiles. The strike was accurate and led to a fire breaking out on vessel. The targeting operation came after the ship's crew ignored warning messages from the Yemeni naval forces.
Meanwhile, the US in return has reiterated that it will continue to hold the Houthis accountable for the attacks.
The Houthis have continued to launch these reckless attacks with no regard for the well-being of innocent civilians who are transiting through the Red Sea, and now they have unfortunately and tragically killed innocent civilians. And so the United States will continue to hold the Houthis accountable for their attacks, which have not just disrupted international commerce, not just disrupted the freedom of navigation in international waters, and not just endangered seafarers, but now tragically killed a number of them.
The danger of attacks, however, is only expected to increase as Houthi leadership has threatened with more advanced attacks in the region.
Our military operations will continue and advance as we have surprises that our enemies will not expect at all. We don't want to talk about it. We wanted to start with actions and follow it up with talking, and it will be a surprise for our enemies, far from the expectations of our enemies and our allies.
The Houthis have attacked more than 40 ships since the start of their campaign in November. However, there had been no serious injuries so far. The most serious previous assault on the 19th of February led to the sinking of the dry bulk carrier Rubimar. Its crew abandoned ship safely. The Houthi strikes are targeting a route that accounts for about 15% of the world's shipping traffic, forcing several shipping companies to reroute their vessels. Sales and production of several global brands, trade and manufacturing of goods have all been impacted, leading to a persistent threat to the economies of the developing countries in the region.